It's time for this week's Coach's Corner presented by Atrium Health. Paul Roper alongside Davidson head football coach Scott Abel as we get you ready for the Shaw Bears in the home opener this weekend at Richardson Stadium. Coach, always good to see you as we celebrate the Labor Day week. And right off the bat, let's start with what happened over the weekend, a 45-24 loss at VMI. Of course, there were some positives in that, but you look ahead to the home opener, fresh start. What are you preaching to your scholar athletes as you get ready for Saturday's home opener against Shaw?
Well, hey, Paul, it's good to see you, and it's good to be on this. And, kind of reflecting back to last Saturday at VMI, certainly I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the outcome, and I'm disappointed how we played at times, right? But at the same time, there's a lot to be encouraged about, right? There's, watching the film, you learn a lot. And as I told the guys after the game, and I say this after practices, it's never as good or it's never as bad as it feels, right? And if you really peel back the layers, you look, stat wise, right, we had more total yards in VMI. We're right at 50% third down percentage offensively. We're 3 for 4 on fourth downs. A lot of the things that show up for us to be successful were there, right? Now the things that we've got to improve on, certainly the turnovers were the absolute killers, right? The 2 turnovers in our first 3 possessions. And I think some of that we were battling nerves, right? Some first time starters out there. What a great environment. And we did not handle that very well. And that's where we got to grow. And, defensively, certainly I thought we did some good things. I thought we were physical. We put pressure on the quarterback. We got to him. We hit him a lot. They have some really good playmakers, and we knew they did. And so I just think our defense was in a tough situation most of the night. And they had opportunities a couple of times to get them off really to get them off the field, a couple third and longs and fourth and longs. And we were a fingertip away, or to VMI's credit, there were a couple catches that we don't see every day, right? I think of that 4th and 9 catch. We're all over the receiver covering it well. And so some of that you can't control, some of it you can. And so as we now go into this next week and we look at Shaw, we got to learn from the film, okay? And we got to control things we can control, which is we got to play better. We can't hurt ourselves. We're never going to be that program. You can't dig yourself a 21-0 hole and think you're going to win a football game. Even more, 21-0 against a ranked opponent, right? A full scholarship team. And if you take that first quarter away, yeah, the final score is 24-24, but you can't. And so that's the life lesson here, right? So I'm certainly disappointed. I think we did not play our best game. I don't think VMI saw the best of who we are, but that's ours to live with. And now we'll go into Shaw with trying to be the best version of ourselves. And that's what we'll preach all week, right? Be the best version of ourselves.
Well, it's certainly a good thing to preach as you head into this week against Shaw. Speaking of the Bears, they come out of the CIAA coming off of a loss against Wingate to start their season. Based on what you've seen of them so far, what should we expect to see from the Bears as they go into Richardson Stadium?
Well, I think they have really good size. They're 300-pound plus. We'll be giving up quite a bit of weight on both sides of the line of scrimmage, and they have really good skill guys out wide. So, these are always challenging games, and we'll be in a dogfight, they're searching for their first win. We're searching for our first win. And so we got to be ready to be at our best. We have to tackle well on defense, right? Not let them get momentum. And offensively, we just need to take care of the football. That is theme 1, theme 2, theme 3. We can go right down the list all week. We've got to take care of the football better than we took care of it last week.
And as we focus on some of the stuff happening off the field, of course, we've got the home opener, and that means fans are coming back, and they'll have a chance to celebrate a PFL championship. First 500 fans that are in attendance will receive a commemorative rally towel. So what will it be like to see those fans come back and not only have them come back in full force, but also get to celebrate this championship with you?
Well, we're so excited to have our fans back, right? And I think when we speak of the championship, I'm excited to get our seniors back on campus, to spend some time with them. We really didn't have that opportunity. As soon as the season was over, we all went home. Now, I'll be honest, I'm ready to put all that to bed and put it behind us. Okay. We're right in the middle of focus on this year, but these seniors deserve so much credit, and they deserve to be recognized. So I am so excited about them being back here, the coaching staff spending time with them and their families, us recognizing them at halftime, and our fans being back in full attendance. And I hope that the people who see this today will spread this. We need a packed house Saturday, right? You know, this football program has changed, and so has our fan base. And we had a great following to VMI. And I hope our fans will show up here for the first home game of the year, a night game. It should be exciting.
And not only is it a day to celebrate the PFL championship, but we'll also be honoring our hometown heroes, military, law enforcement, first responders, healthcare workers, and of course, throughout the past year and a half, we've seen how important they can be to a community. Our healthcare workers during the COVID-19 crisis, law enforcement and EMTs and the fire department during some of the natural disasters that have occurred over the past year and a half, especially with Hurricane Ida. Our thoughts and prayers to those that have been involved in that. And of course, our military that are overseas. How important is it for this team to honor those that help our community?
Well, I don't know if there's anything more important, right? We can talk about football, we can talk about the game and wins and losses, but at the end of the day, you know, honoring the people that serve our community, you know, when you talk and you name them all, right? From our healthcare workers to our law enforcement, to our military. And, you know, Saturday will be the 20th anniversary of 9/11, right? And for those of us that are old enough to remember that, right? What an impactful day for me as a person, right? And I'm not in law enforcement, and I don't have a military background, but you know, seeing the sacrifices that happened during that day, watching sacrifices that are happening today, whether they're the front lines of COVID or our military overseas, you know, some of the tragedies that happened last week, our law enforcement, we can't thank them enough. We can't celebrate them enough. And I'm very appreciative that I'm a part of at least a Saturday night where we're recognizing them and we can say thank you.
And another thing to celebrate for what's happened with the program this week, some big time opportunities for a couple of your players in Cade Vila and Louis Colosimo, both earning jobs after graduation with the same company, Ally Bank. How gratified is it for you to see your scholar athletes satisfied the scholar part of that name?
Well, it's something we talk about a lot here. We provide opportunities for guys to really get real life experience through internships, you know, and we preach it in our recruiting. And so to live it out is really important. And you can add Jalen Jefferson is just recently accepted a job as well, right? The job offers are in, you know, I know, shoot, you can look around the team. Eli Turner's gotten a job offer, right? He's still keeping his options open, but our guys have done some amazing things over the summer. They've obviously impressed a lot of people to you know, receive some job opportunities before really their senior year really gets underway. And so, you know, at the end of the day, that's why you come to Davidson, right? You know, you come here to graduate with this world-class degree that's going to set you apart for so many others. You know, on top of that, certainly to be a part of this great football program. So I'm very proud of those guys. I'm proud of our seniors and what they're doing. And I'm glad we had the opportunity to talk about them.
So, Coach, thank you as always for your time. We can't wait to get it going on Saturday when the Shaw Bears come into town. Our pregame show will begin at 6:30 on the Davidson Sports Network, presented by Learfield. We'll kick off at 7. Myself and Mike Frasina on the call. And of course, Coach Abel's Wildcats getting ready to get out of Richardson Stadium. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
That will do it for this week's Coach's Corner, presented by Atrium Health here on DavidsonWildcats.com. My name is Paul Roper. We'll see you next week. Go Cats.